Thanks for joining us once again. I'm Lynn Doyle, and as you know, for the past 4 years, I've joined my team fellowship members to walk in the 3-day walks around the country. This year, I'm going to be walking in San Diego, and joining me there will be Angel Nodler, who recently successfully completed the Philadelphia 3-day. And she's here to tell us why it's so important to her to walk in these fundraising events. Great to have you with us.
Hi, Lynn. Thank you for having me.
So how is it that you got interested in doing the 3-day walks?
It was the biggest, boldest event I could find to fight breast cancer. I've had family and friends who passed away, and I walk in memory of those family and friends, in honor of those who have survived it, and in support of those who are still battling it.
People always ask me what it's like to describe the experience walking in the 3-day. How would you describe it when people ask you about your experiences?
It's beyond words. It has taken me 4 years, 5 walks so far, to really try to put that into words. It is an overwhelmingly emotional experience.
And yet you feel drawn to do it again and again. I mean, it's really, it's quite a commitment to do it even one time. And here you've done it several. And now this year you're doing it twice in 1 year, within just a couple of months of each other. Well, I don't know whether
1 month, exactly.
I don't know whether she's crazy or she's spectacular. A little bit of both.
I look at it as people who have breast cancer go through a lot more. And so my blisters, my aches and pains are nothing.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. When you do walk, you get such support and such love from the people in the towns where you're walking through, or the spectators who come out and cheer you on. And I always say that's really what moves me. It drives me. If I'm tired, it inspires me to keep going.
Yeah, I also carry the names of everyone that I'm walking for. I have actually sat down on the side of the road before and read those names because I just didn't want to keep going my first year. It was tough, it was grueling, but the community support really does give you that extra push to keep going.
Do you feel like we're making progress, that the money that's being raised is going to a good cause, and that one day we will be able to eradicate this disease?
Yes, if I didn't feel that, I wouldn't do it. But I do know that a lot of the money raised goes to research. I do know that they have made new progress with the research in the past several years, and I know that together we will find the cure. So I'm going to keep doing it until we do.
Hey, good for you. Well, I'm excited because I'll have a friend in San Diego.
Me too.
That'll be great. I've never done that one before. It's one of the most popular in the entire country. What was it that drew you to the West Coast?
It was warm. After last couple years in Philadelphia, it was very cold, very rainy. I wanted somewhere warm to finish up this year.
No, that sounds like a good plan. That was actually what attracted me to it as well. Although I've had warm, I've had close to 100 degrees in some of the walks that I've done. And I wouldn't recommend that at all. And I know Beth has walked it.
I had the heat of Atlanta the first year that I did it, and I had the torrential rains. I had pretty much the extremes you could possibly have, but I still, to this day, cannot watch a closing ceremony video without crying. I see a closing ceremony, the ceremony comes on, and I didn't have to walk in the walk. It just brings you right back to that place and that amazing feeling. And the first year we did it here with the shoes in the air.
And they do that every time. I know, that
year.
gets me every time. And Kristen, you haven't done a 3-day yet, but you run in the marathons that raise money for it.
Yeah, in 2 weeks I'll be running for Gilda's Club at the New York Marathon, and I'm very proud to do that. That'll be exciting.
Yeah, see, everybody here has such a commitment, and that's what I really admire. I thank you so much.
She's wearing a shirt with all her patient signatures and
pins and all sorts of memorabilia I have with me. Yeah.
See, if anybody's out there and you've been thinking about this and you're a little overwhelmed by it, believe me, you take that first step, you do a little bit of training, you raise the money, you get on a team, and you just absolutely, you will not regret doing it. So we really appreciate that. If you would like to support our efforts, you can go to the3day.org. You can put in a participant's name, and whatever donation you can make will be very deeply appreciated by the millions of men and women affected by breast cancer each year. Very quickly, we have 1 or 2 more questions I want to give the doctors an opportunity to answer, and one came in about the hormone replacement therapy. We keep going back to that, but the study had to do with Prempro, and they're just wondering whether or not it was that particular therapy treatment that's under discussion or review, or whether it's in general.
Right. It seems to be that the combined estrogen and progestin combinations seem to have more of an impact. They seem to increase the risk a little bit more. A question I commonly get from women is, but hey, I'm on the bioidenticals. Isn't that safer? We really don't know. The thinking really is that if it is relieving menopausal symptoms, your body is seeing it as hormone, as estrogen, and it may have the same risk.
Okay, if you have further questions about that, email us at lynn@lynndoyle.net, and I will forward them to Dr. Brill or to Dr. Dupree. And finally, any news on your front in terms of the way that you've always been very progressive in trying to treat breast cancer?
Well, this year I didn't participate in the 3-day because we did, for the first time, a weekend healing retreat for our survivors, which was restorative yoga. It was amazing. We did journaling, we had a lot of exercises, and it was tough to give up the 3-day, but it was the only weekend we had available for that. And the emails that I've gotten from the patients that came, it was transformative. So I will share that with you too, because it's a fabulous thing to be their advocates and participate in their healing.
Okay, keep up the good work. And Angel Nodler, thank you so much for being with us. What would you say to a man or a woman who's considering doing this walk?
Train hard, hydrate well, train hard, stretch a lot, and you can do it.
Okay, well, we congratulate you on your success for doing it, and I look forward to walking 60 miles with you in San Diego.
I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us. If you would like to help Angel or myself or other members of my team, go to lynn@lynndoyle.net. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.